What is happening, people? United essentially back with another video. This is podcast 56. I'm with my new guys. Loaded.
You got the corona, lad. Don't touch me, don't touch me.
You gotta do this, man. You gotta do this.
Don't touch me, lad.
Listen, it's only a cough, man.
He made Gallo 2 weeks ago, people. The evidence is out there.
Listen, this is not corona, yeah, guys.
Straightjacket
I want to
corona,
put it out there.
mate.
It's not corona. It's just too many away days. Too many out in the cold.
Exactly. Too many away days.
Listen, if you know the canal, yeah, Old Trafford Canal, mate, that sends you down under.
The symptoms, fam. The symptoms.
Listen, man, I don't know, man, but
You made Gallo. That's all I'm saying.
I bet Gallo. You know what? For the better cause, yeah. Tonight's performance, I'll give him that. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, this is your podcast 56, sponsored by the One Footballer. Make sure you download the description below. All your latest football news, all your latest football stories, and maybe it might just all be about coronavirus. You know what I mean? At the minute, but before we start, obviously 5-0 win.
Yes.
No fans, as they call it. He ain't got no fans. Shout out to Wellstone Raider, but yo, 5-0, convincing, easy.
Very, very convincing.
You know what I mean? Job done. Igalo FC.
Yep.
Happy with it. Obviously, there's no reaction, guys, so we're going to put it in the podcast now.
Yeah.
But your thoughts on that game, easy as you like.
Easy, man. And obviously, I would like to say this puts us comfortably through to the next round, but we don't even know if we're going to play.
Well,
so, yeah.
I just put the tweet out there, man. I put the tweet out there saying, they might as well give us a trophy now because we're the top scorers.
yeah.
Honestly.
They might because they ain't no next round, mate. With the Corona, the way Corona's moving.
And Europa League and the Champions League might get suspended, so we don't know. We don't know.
What's your issue? Before we just start on the final, Corona. Obviously, we'll shout out on the European podcast. We'll explain it more in detail. But this coronavirus, is this going to disrupt the season, man?
It's disrupting everything.
It's disrupting even like sports outside of football. Like it's shutting. The NBA is suspended. The American Baseball League suspended.
Man. Every Formula One suspended.
Formula One suspended.
Forget
ATP,
even that.
Tennis suspended.
Forget even that. All European flights to the US.
US suspended.
But guess who's not on that list? The UK. No, Boris Johnson, man.
Boris and Trump up to no good, mate. They want us to die, mate.
We were just watching his
Brexit
speech off camera, and this guy is saying, we're not going to close schools and there's no need. We've not reached that stage yet. Bro! Like...
No, they are, mate. I've reached the stage, I know that, mate.
And half an hour later, France's president, Macron, announces that all schools will be closed from Monday.
Republic of Ireland. All schools are closed.
How far is it on a train?
Spain.
On the plane?
Ireland.
Half an hour.
It's half an hour.
Half an hour.
Or an hour to Dublin.
Man.
An hour and a bit to Dublin. But anyway, the thing what we have to explain and say, the plans that the British government has for the British public.
Listen, man, no political things on this
something
podcast.
called herd immunity. Have you heard of herd immunity, guys?
What is herd immunity?
Let's see it. No, it is.
Herd immunity. No, herd immunity means that the virus passes through all of the population, and then when it gets through enough people, we all become immune to it.
Wow.
And we all live. But that means maybe half of us will die, 3/4 of the population might get wiped out.
That is a stupid idea, honestly.
I'm just saying to you, it's called herd immunity. Look it up. I didn't say that. That's ITV News. Breaking news.
But you know what? As long as we know who collapse, no Premier League. You know what? I'd love it. Absolutely love it. Imagine Premier League abandoned.
No, they deserve
Liverpool.
it. Come on now.
Listen,
They're 22 points clear.
I don't care, mate.
25 is it?
I don't care.
Now.
Listen, if they don't have a trophy parade, if they don't have their trophy given to them without no fans, you know what? They can have the Premier League. I'm not
actually. As you're on that, on our latest news, we now go to our Liverpudlian, our main Scouse correspondent to tell us what's going on at Liverpool.
So yeah, they're thinking about suspending the Premier League. So imagine us not lifting a title. 30 years we've not lifted the Premier League title, and we're about to lift the Premier League title in front of no fans.
There you go, yeah.
Listen, man, this guy, he knows every accent, man. Every accent.
Exclusive, man.
Don't give it him. But
Oh my god.
coronavirus, funny or not, man, it's a sad reality. It's really shout out to solidarity with the people in Italy. You know what I mean? Joking aside, solidarity with you guys. Any of you guys from Italy, solidarity with you guys. We're thinking of you guys.
No, everybody,
and everybody, everybody in the world that is affected, that is that is having tribulations or
it's just like scared, isn't it?
Scared, man, you know what I mean? You know
Scary,
what?
man. At the end of the day,
But no solidarity. All those muppets who are panic buying toilet paper.
Yeah,
toilet paper ain't gonna save you.
I found no toilet paper, man. I go to the guy, yo, sorry, mate. No disrespect, mate. Have you got any hand sanitizers? He went to me. Are you taking a mic? Seriously. He went, are you taking a mic? I said, listen, man.
Honestly, this is really having a dire effect on most places because now food banks, obviously Britain is a place of food banks.
Yeah, of course.
Because obviously you know what's going on in this country, innit? The gap between the rich, madness.
Yeah, of course.
The poor are poor, some of the poorest people in Europe. And the food banks have absolutely nothing in them. And those families, poor families, rely on the food banks. So all of those muppets out there who are hoarding hand sanitizers, toilet paper, essential
needs,
needs.
All you people need to stop doing that because that ain't gonna save you. You can't surround yourself and build a little hut of toilet paper. That ain't gonna save you, mate. Wash your batty.
Yeah, listen, guys. There's no censorship to this, guys. Sorry,
that's
guys.
how it is, mate. Everybody's got a batty. Forget toilet paper. Wash your batty. Get that Dettol. No, don't drink Dettol. Don't be telling kids to drink Dettol. Don't drink it. Just wash things. Wash things truly. Keep washing your hands, man. Man like me doing this regardless. It's a cultural thing. Hygienic, just be super hygienic. Every time you go to a place, wash your hands. No, I'm not singing happy birthday lullaby business, man. Just wash your hands
Happy
properly.
birthday. You know what? This podcast is turned into how to wash your hands. Coronavirus FC, man. But yo, let's go back to the football.
Wash your hands. Wash your batty.
Do you know what Rand said on his Instagram yesterday? He was like, yo, you know them girls that always have the long nails and shit? Do not come nowhere near me.
Yo, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, bro. Listen, I don't know how they get them through them. No, listen.
You don't know what they get inside there, bro.
But yo, we want to just end this on, solidarity.
Yeah.
And we're going to overcome this, man. We've been through tougher times, you know what I mean? Hopefully everyone stays healthy and, and whatnot. But Nuruddin, 5-0.
5-0.
Listen.
5-0, Uncle Igalo, mate. Uncle Igalo.
That's it, Uncle Igalo.
Man of the match.
Man of the match.
You know what? I called it, and I said, Igalo, he could be actually knocking on the door for Martial's spot.
Yeah. No,
you know what? If he keeps carrying on, is there an argument to say?
But we can rest Martial now.
Yeah, that's it.
We don't have to rush people back now.
That's true.
We can. One of them can play one half, or maybe 60 minutes. Take the other one off. We can give people a break.
Yeah.
So it doesn't need to have to be either or. It takes a squad to achieve anything. It takes a squad to get to a final. It takes a squad to get to a four. It's not going to just be 11 players we're going to do.
No.
We need strength and depth.
There's a certain
to me, the only thing I would say, now we'll talk about it. Igalo, his hold-up play is second to none.
Different levels, man.
Second to none. Bullying centre halves, mate.
Crazy.
Centre halves, mate.
2 at the time.
Like I said, the chant goes in it. Igalo's about. Your defense is terrified. Igalo's got the virus. Your defense is terrified, mate. But me and Aaron are terrified because he shook hands with you.
Well, it was a shake of, solidarity. You know what I mean? Like, we respected each other.
We hope you wash your hands in that dark alleys in Bruges, mate. That's what I'm talking about.
Dark alleys.
You know what? There was actually no soap in that. There was no soap over there. I'm just gonna trust it, but Aaron, the technique, man, and the goal, man, different goal and the touch, man, different levels, man. Come on, man,
different levels.
It's crazy. Some strikers, they may not have the pace, but as long as they got the touch and the power, you're good. I mean, look, like Norden said, man, there was times bullying 2 defenders at the time, bro.
Occupying them. Even Mata's goal there. He comes short. The centre half follows him, leaves the massive gap there. Fred plays the ball.
Yeah.
Fred plays the ball.
You know what I mean? And if you got a striker like that with a touch like his, oh my god.
Yeah. I mean, he could have scored second when he hit the post. He was unlucky. He set up one. He scored one.
And again, he battled his way through.
Yeah, it's a strength.
It's a strength, bro.
Yeah, and then a couple of goals after that. Mato thought he had a poor game really.
Could have had a hat trick tonight.
You know what I mean? That is showing a lot.
First half, that should have been a goal. First half, that chance should have been a goal.
Goal. The second, you had two chances in the
Two
first half.
chances,
in the
that
first.
should have been a goal
in,
as
the,
well.
in the same move.
Yeah.
Van Greenwood again, you know what I mean? Lacazette, come outside, yeah? Come outside, Lacazette, boy. How many goals has he got now this season, Greenwood?
You should, huh?
12.
I think he's got
12, yeah? How many Lacazette's
No
got?
competitions.
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, we don't know, you get me? Van
don't
Greenwood,
know, I
mate,
can't
yeah?
lie.
Respect to the
I
guys
can't
here.
lie,
This guy's
so-
from the youth academy,
I
yeah?
mean, like I said, you should tell
Come
him.
on, man.
You should
You
tell
know
him.
when he
finish,
gets the
man.
ball in it. As soon as what
You
did
know
I say?
something's
What did
up.
I say? As soon as he got the ball.
Boom.
Good night, Vienna.
Boom.
And it was good night,
night.
yeah.
It was.
Anis Pereira. You know it's a good night when Anis Pereira scores, isn't it?
All right,
Billy
listen.
no mates, mate. Running to man like.
Man thought it was Bruno at one point. He goes, yo, let me just take on the rain, you get me?
Let me.
Outside the box.
You know what?
And I keep thought, you know what? I feel sorry for this guy.
I'm all for it. And then
Yeah.
he ran after Lindelof. You know what I mean? Lindelof thought, all right, I'll give him a hug.
Yeah.
If I have to. If I have to.
Yeah, honestly, 5-0 win. Last, they tried their best, you know what I mean? They tried to do something
To
more.
be fair to them, I mean, all of the home teams in this tie, because behind closed doors, that's a massive, huge disadvantage. We
Course.
can see now on my right here, on TV screen
Yeah,
here.
you need
it's
a 12
Olympiacos.
man.
Olympiacos Stadium and the fans, some of the most fanatical fans in the world.
That's true, yeah.
In the
Very
world, by
passionate,
none.
man. Very, very passionate.
Linz fans, very passionate
Yeah, of
fans,
course.
make a lot of noise. There was a moment there was about 20 minutes or 15 minutes in the first half where they pressed us and they were in the game. Of
course.
Yeah.
Imagine they were having a couple of shots on goal. Imagine the fans. Football without fans.
Fans, it's unbelievable.
It
yeah,
is.
Mad, innit?
Hey, are you kidding me? I mean, I don't know how can I, it's like watching your favourite movie without the sound.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That is what
Or
it is.
watching your
It's
movie.
watching the movie.
Yeah, I was going to say watching the movie
Proper,
without, yeah,
proper
yeah.
movie, right? Without the sound.
Nah, it's not make no sense.
It's just surreal.
You know what I mean? Especially that Money Heist. I don't know if you watch Money Heist. but
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You need the noise.
The
and, you know
effects,
what I mean?
mate, you need effects.
Come on, man.
That's why the soundtrack's a massive part of films.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's surreal. It's surreal.
And last, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we did the job. Do you think that's game over or?
Yeah, I
Obviously.
think it's definitely game over. Definitely. There's no way they're coming to Old Trafford and scoring at least 2 or 3.
I mean, it would all depend on what's going to happen on Tuesday.
Well, what do
course,
you reckon
yeah.
is going to happen? Do you reckon it will be called?
I reckon they will get. They will cancel, suspend the Champions League, the Europa League, and
probably the
Until
Euros.
the date or?
the Euros as well, and they'll report the Euros to next. They'll postpone
the
it
rumours,
to
that's
next
the
year.
rumours.
That's the rumours. They'll postpone it to next year, so that the leagues that are suspended now can catch up in the summer.
Oh.
That's surreal. So it might be a bit of football in the sunshine, baby.
listen.
That's it,
Going
mate.
going to Old Trafford. Going to Old Trafford. and
What
not
about the
sure-
Sheikies, mate? What about the Sheikies coming out,
So what do
man?
you mean suspended?
Yeah.
The Europa League and Champions League. So the Europa League Champions League will play in the summer?
Yes.
Yes.
They might have to finish that.
They have to.
Do you reckon it'll be a disadvantage? Because obviously Premier League are
And that
playing-
means the season might start late next season. That means season might have to start late then.
But then they have to, with the Euros, if that gets postponed to next year.
Yeah, the season might have to start late because if you're finishing the Champions League and the Europa League, if you're finishing those two competitions, so it makes sense to cancel the Europa League and to finish those two competitions.
True, yeah.
But then, how long the players have to have a break till the next season, till the next Premier League, so the
Right,
La
yeah.
Liga or the
Yeah, 'cause the Liga will
all
start
of them
late anyway.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I mean?
Premier League might have to start late.
Yeah, that's, you know what?
It
That's
might be like at the end of
So
September.
They're gonna have
Wow.
some. They're gonna have
You know
some
what I
real work to do in terms of like the fixtures.
Logistics, yeah.
Logistics, yeah. they're
Everything.
gonna-
So it's all corona. It's all coronaed up at the moment.
You know what I mean? You know, that is a perfect
It's
saying.
all coronaed up.
But that's United's 5-0 win. Happy days.
And
You know
that's
what I mean?
and to me, what hurts me is that Man United have found form recently in the last a month and a half, and now
What do you put that down to?
and
What do you
Corona
put that down to?
and Corona strikes. Well, it's a combination of things, isn't it? It's a combination of getting
11
fresh
wins on the
blood.
bounce.
Yeah. So it's getting fresh
Unbeaten
blood,
11, sorry.
like Bruno effect, the Gallo effect. I think the players huddling down and thinking, you know what, we've got to show something because for a long time we showed nothing, and also
Yeah.
getting a lot of players back from injury. Obviously, Rashford
That helps. McTominay.
Yeah, all of these Matic, all the players have come to good form. Fred has been decent, has been carrying us most of the season.
Yeah.
Wan-Bissaka has been carrying us most of the season.
True.
Your man like your Beckenbauer has been
Harry
indifferent.
Beckenbauer, my
And then-
guy, you
And
get
then
me?
in the last month and a half, credit to him, he's been on fire, right?
Yeah.
So key positions in key parts of the team. They've all found form. Luke Shaw is rolling back the years, you know what I mean, before he broke his leg. So there's a combination of things. It's not just one thing, and people are just like, oh, it's just Bruno. I think also the threat of getting a sack has sharpened Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's mind, because all of those speculations
Yeah, of
about
course.
this and that, people like you hyping it all up, and I think that
Listen,
listen.
I wanna-
let me
I wanna
say
talk about that. You say
no.
of it, you
All
say
right,
of
let me
it.
just say about it, okay?
Because I wanna
all
have
I've
to
got to
say
say,
this.
all I've got to say is that on here, on the Straightjacket podcast, something called fair being fair, right? Of
course.
You have to give credit where credit's due.
Of course.
Like, I what they call lamppost Matic, man. Lamppost Matic. But I've got to give credit. This guy is playing like as good as any midfielder in Europe right now. Yep. I've got to give it. I've been questioning Maguire most of the time. At the moment, he is playing like a guy who's worth 180.
Sure, I give credit to.
Listen, 185 million. Forget 85 million.
Yeah, exactly.
He's worth like 185 million. Well, at this moment in time, he is. I'm giving credit where credit is due.
Come on, man.
I've come out heavily criticised Oli and his coaching team, and I've got to say they've built some sort of cohesion and team spirit. And you can see patterns of play in the last 5 or 6 games. I have seen Man United have at least 5 or 6 get goals where the pattern play, where it was free. What do you call it? Freestyle.
Freestyle.
No.
Is he the best freestyle manager?
No. This is where I come to you, Saeed. Saeed, put some respect on Ollie's name now.
On what name?
On Ollie's name now, mate. Ollie's name now.
On what?
On Ollie's name now. This is what people are trying to get you.
Is he not the best at freestyle football?
No, listen to me. It's not about freestyle football, but something's happening that something him and the coaching staff have done.
Bruno FC.
Bruno, Igalo, all of those different things have happened.
FC.
Now we're waiting for you. Before I grab the camera right into your face, put some respect on Ollie's.
On what? On the Mascas last week?
On Ollie's, the football that Man United are playing, when he goes bad,
is it better football? Though? Is it better football?
Saeed, he is being. Are you kidding me?
Are we just on a run now?
No, Saeed,
you know what I mean? Bruno's playing well.
No. This is where you're unfair. When it all goes all mad, the second sentence out of your mouth is what? That guy don't know what he's doing. Freestyle football. So right now, the guy is on fire. Let's see how fair you are. I'm fair, and I'm saying Beckenbauer might, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
A lot of the Germans, even the old school Germans who used to play with Beckenbauer, they're all turning in their graves right now. But I'll accept it and say Maguire is on fire at this moment in time. It's Ollie got a team spirit right now.
Team spirit, I can't deny that. I can't deny
and a togetherness.
For me, tactically,
and
I wouldn't call this tactical.
No, but
I wouldn't call this
you can't.
a manager
you
that's
can't
got
play
something in the training ground.
You can, because he on here last week, me and Aaron got it wrong. We put our hands up because we never thought he was going to play the 5. You were here screaming out for the 5 at the back.
5 at the back.
Right? He got the tactics right against Man City. Put some respect on his name. 3 times he beat Pep. 3 times that.
Yeah, I get 3 times.
And he's all over. You remember last time, the second time, guess what you were doing outside the empty ad? He's the empty ad before City fans come at me, by the way.
Yeah, is it?
Corona, no Corona. It's just the empty ad, all right? But you were singing Ollie, Ollie, Ollie. I'm not asking you to do that.
Ollie, when?
The second time when he went over there, when you said, if he goes there and beats him in the league, it
was a bet.
Yes, well, whatever bet is. I'm not asking you to do that. All I'm saying to you is put respect on Ollie's name. When he goes wrong, you blame him. And you know what? He's responsible. At this moment in time, making the City so you could have walked back into your gaff and gone, where's the red paint? Painted the whole house red,
man.
Right?
It's Manchester though. Right. Manchester rivalry.
They said, yes,
this is all
but
about
regardless,
Manchester.
But Ollie has made that possible. Put some respect on his name.
Listen.
No, answer it. Answer it.
Respect to what name?
As Ollie engineered.
I want to see till end of May.
No, of course. You can say that.
Is anything won yet? Is anything won yet?
No, but I'm not saying that.
We don't even know if
I'm not saying that. It's going to be a May. It might be September. It might be October.
Hopefully by then Pochettino comes in. But yeah.
You see what I mean? You
know what I mean? But
you can't help yourself with the thing.
Saying. Is it better football for you? Because if you look at it, yeah. Everton, second half, what was that? There was absolutely nothing. I don't know about you, but I just still think we're playing freestyle football. It's a case of, do you know what? Bruno, Fred, they're playing well at the minute, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think they're carrying the team. Bruno, for me, is carrying the team. When he's not there, yeah, what has Ollie got to show? Absolutely nothing for me.
Well, tonight, you know what? To be fair to them, tonight, I don't want you to butt in, but we've scored a couple of more goals when he went off the pitch as well. So come on, give fair.
Couple of goals, I don't know about that, but yeah.
And it was exactly the same when he went off.
I mean, they're down and out.
It was Lask, man.
It was Lask and everything.
Listen, I understand
I mean, you get too giddy. You know what the
I'm not getting giddy. You know me.
Listen,
giddy. I'm the guy that doesn't get giddy. But all I'm saying to you, when United lose,
I gave him a 9 in the play ratings.
Did you?
I did.
All right.
There you go then.
Fair play.
There you go then.
Fair play.
Sorry.
But yeah,
what do you think? What do you think is?
I think we have improved, but we're still playing well against the big teams, and then against the smaller teams, we are playing decent, but we're not horrible. But we are playing decent, but it still looks very much like when we're playing against the big teams, everyone is up for it.
Let's go.
And obviously, if we're playing like a lesser opposition, let's say like a Lask today or like a Derby, then obviously we'll win. But when we play like an Everton or we play like
That's a derby.
Burnley,
That's a massive derby.
or like a Burnley, we play a Bournemouth.
I think we will smack up Burnley now.
Oh, of course.
I
Yeah.
think we will smack up Burnley.
Yeah, because Bruno was there,
but not because Bruno, but Aaron. From where we came from, that's how I'm looking at it. I'm not looking at thinking Man United are great and we're there, whatever. I'm looking at from where us three would week by week sit on this place here and go, what the hell was that?
But do you not understand where I'm coming from? Where I'm still only because of the fact the season. Watford, how bad was it? Bournemouth, Newcastle. I can't change my mind overnight.
No, listen, Saeed, I'm not saying that you should do. All I'm saying that you could be still all about. But give credit where credit's due.
No, of course.
That's all you can
Credit
do.
where it's due.
Because this podcast, we have to be fair.
No,
we have to be fair to be balanced.
Yeah.
Because there might be some people who think Ollie might not be the answer to Man United to bring us back to the top.
There you go.
But the certain thing he's doing, and he's brought back a team cohesion, and for the first time in a long time, I can say this. We like the players. We feel it. There's
feel like a
passion.
team cohesion.
Yes,
Yeah.
I never felt that under Jose. Never felt that.
Yeah.
Never. I never felt
I
that
think you can't anymore with any team.
Jose was
Yeah,
throwing
he's
them under
finished,
the.
man. He's finished.
He's
Hold on.
completely done.
Listen, don't speak too soon, guys, because that
Well.
Titanic might be resurrected at.
Resurrected, man.
I don't know what's it called, the Tottenham Stadium now. I just call it the Tottenham Stadium.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know.
mean, it's a
That's what
White
it's
Hart
called.
Lane.
No, it's called the Tottenham Stadium.
Tottenham Stadium, exactly. But Aaron, sorry, you continue.
Yeah, no, I still think it's very much like when we play against the bigger teams, we're all up for it. But then when we play against like less bigger teams, then we tend to. Who's that?
Yeah, you want to go get it?
No.
Someone at the door? No.
Yes, sorry, guys.
He's gonna have to leave the
I
podcast
don't
guy
know.
for a sec. So before we got, shout out to your neighbours and that.
Shout out to my neighbour, man. The weather's horrible out there, innit? I live in a co-op, so I got to look after some of the people who live here, man. You know what I mean? Some of them have got like severe injuries. Some of them are quite elderly. So you know what I mean? Man like me goes to the shops in it for people and that.
That's it, man.
Spread the love, mate. Spread the love.
but
That's what it is, man.
Spread the love.
yeah, but you were saying sorry.
Yeah, man. I was saying it still looks like we don't know how to play against lesser teams in the Premier League.
Of course.
Like, it's all good to win against the Man City 2-0, but what can you do against a Burnley the game after that? Do you know what I mean? What can you do? So yeah, man. But overall, I can see a little improvement. I honestly can, and I've said stuff like Ollie out and stuff, but I can see some of the stuff that is
Yeah, be fair, that's all it is.
And I don't like this kind of
And football is fickle, innit? So next week we can all go to shoot. We can get smacked up by Tottenham, and then we're back again. Ollie out. You know what I mean? Some people out. But to me, what can I say?
You don't think it's a case of we have to stay perspective?
Massively.
This has been a bottle job season.
Massively.
We could be.
I coined that phrase, mate.
There you
Bottle job FC, and I still don't trust them. There is a bit of me in the team that doesn't trust them, even though everybody's playing with confidence.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping that the biggest thing I was hoping for maybe Rashford to come back and Pogba to come back.
Yeah.
And then see how we move through the gears then.
Well, you talk about Pogba this week, Aaron. Big news. Apparently, sources are claiming. Don't know if it's Neil Ashton or whatnot. Your guy there.
Propaganda wheel.
Propaganda
No, but
wheel.
to be fair, Ollie said it.
Ollie said it. You know what I mean? There's a
What did he say?
possibility.
Oh, about the new contract.
But the new contract.
Oh no. I'm saying Ollie said that he's back in training.
Back in
Sorry,
training.
guys. No false news.
No possibility. Aaron tried to give us some good news there,
Yeah,
but
oh, no,
apparently
no.
there's sources out there. I don't know if it's Neil Ashton. You know what I'm saying? My guy, by the way.
Propaganda wheel, your guy.
You know what I mean?
That means that your Woodward's guy as well
There's
indirectly, yeah?
there's a thingy today that case for Pogba could be signing a deal. What do you reckon? Are you on the fence where people are saying, "Oh, selling me"? You know what I mean? Is brought toxicity to this club, or are you on the kind of what?
Okay.
People are saying, "McTominay, we got Bruno, we got Fred."
This is how I'm going to explain it. So when Pogba came, I imagine a situation like this. He came in 2016, well, before he came, they were like, Woodward was like, yo, I'm going to make you the main man. I'm going to surround you with sick players.
Of course.
Blah, 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 blah,
challenge
blah.
for trophies.
Do you know what I mean? We're going to be challenging for trophies. Da, 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 da. So he comes to Man United, and the first season, fair play, we won the Europa League
Yeah, of
as
course.
soon as he came.
And the League Cup.
in midfield, he was surrounded by quality players.
Yeah.
Carrick,
Yeah.
Rooney. He was still decent. He was good.
Herrera.
Herrera.
He was surrounded by good players in midfield. But then as the seasons went on, he started to surround them with people like Fellaini and McTominay. McTominay, who was just
about their level.
breaking through to the first team. So he wasn't at the level he is now.
Yeah.
So not saying that he's bad, but he wasn't at the level he is now. And surrounded by people like Matic, and those are not really quality players.
Of course.
that can be at a level of a Paul Pogba.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say it, but it's just not the case. So he's probably looked at this and last summer and he went, you know what? I need a new challenge. And he said that because of the quality. There's no quality around him, and despite him not having quality around him, he still put up crazy numbers.
Sure.
So he thought, you know what? I think it's best for me to go. And people obviously misjudged it and said, oh, he thinks he's better than the club. He thinks he's bigger than the club. You know what I find funny about this when people say that, and I said it to Sander as well. Shout out to Sander, my guy.
Sander, shout out to him, man.
We had a healthy conversation about this, and I told him, when you say he thinks he's bigger than the club, where is this certainty?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand.
Do you chill with him every day?
It's just a saying, innit?
Do you know what I mean? Like, you can't know that. Like, I can't say, there's players that I don't like in this United squad, yeah? And sometimes I agree, you know, I have to admit, David De Gea sometimes has stupid mistakes.
Course.
But I'm not going to run around and say he thinks he's bigger than the club because I don't know him.
And he's held United to ransom.
I don't know who he is.
Absolute
like, I'm not
ransom.
chilling.
350 grand he's getting paid now.
I'm not chilling with De Gea every day to be saying that. So, do you know what I mean? Yeah. I could only say something like this if I know the person like inside out, and I chill with the person every day.
It's called the Sun newspaper, mate.
Do you know what I mean?
That's
like
what the whole nation believes.
I don't know
mate.
where the certainty comes from. And
Media,
then
mate.
Sander was
Is it
like,
because of
yeah,
Viola? Really?
and yes, it is because of his agent. I know his agent is
And
messed
his
up a
brother.
lot. But then,
And his brother coming on China news. What are you doing?
But then the argument of certain people is, yeah, but if he wants to stay at United, then he should just come out and say it. But then I'm like, this guy is spending his whole life trying to be the best player he can possibly be.
Played injured.
Do you really think that he's got the time to be calling up journalists and say, yo, Mandem, come to my house, innit? Man wants to release a little statement and that, saying that I want to stay at United. He's got better things to do.
Serious,
He's
man.
got better things to do. So then people are saying,
now, man.
Young family.
he's got a family, he's got a kid, he's got a wife. His mum he's got a mum to take care of. His two brothers.
But Aaron, I'm gonna hold you up there.
No,
right?
hold on. Let me just finish. So people are saying, yeah, but his behaviour, the things that he's done. Like,
I don't know about that.
I don't agree with that either because you compare his situation to Lukaku. That's two different situations.
True.
And as much as Lukaku wanted to go, as much as he had to leave, and I respect Lukaku for banging in goals in Italy right now. Fair play to him. Fair play. And that's not me slagging off Lukaku, but Lukaku leaked. Like, obviously, he said he wanted to leave. People saying Pogba was flirting with Real Madrid. I'm sorry, but that never happened.
Yeah.
Because Lukaku publicly came out.
Yeah.
Said he wanted to play in Italy.
Publicly came out and said that Conte was the best manager in the world.
Yeah.
Publicly, yeah.
Leaked Luke Shaw's.
Leaked confidential training information of Manchester United. Like, I don't know if people understand how severe this is. He leaked confidential, official club information online. Yeah. Still contracted to us.
Yeah.
Man, I see him training him in the Anderlecht kits at the Anderlecht training ground. And how many violations is that already? That's
Too
four.
many.
Too many. His body language. We keep talking about body language.
You can talk about also. You can add another player to there. Matic flirting with every other manager.
Do you know what I mean?
On all these Instagram posts.
And Instagram
Yeah,
posts,
I mean-
which people are saying, oh, that's just being funny. I feel
you
that's
mad?
being
If
Because
Pogba
if
did that,
Pogba did
would that
that-
be funny?
So all of these people did that. Lukaku did all of that. Yeah. Sanchez fighting with Greenwood in training. But Pogba, only thing he said was, "I want a new challenge. I think it's time for something new." Something along these lines.
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
said it once.
And he said it once. Since that day, in June 2019, I have never heard Paul Pogba come out and say anything else. And since that day, obviously, he's not been allowed to go. I've seen Paul Pogba come back on time to Manchester, yeah? And that's another thing. Lukaku was meant to be back on time to go on pre-season tour.
Yeah.
He was late, yeah? That's another violation. Make that 5 or 6 violations. Pogba was back on time in Manchester, flew with the team to Australia, pre-season tour, trained, played, was exemplary. His body language, you could always see him smile on pictures. Well, always, except for the pictures where you could see he was concentrated.
He's always respected the club.
Respected the club, yeah. Never have I heard anything else of Paul Pogba again. And this myth that he's a toxic guy in the dressing room. Go to every club in the world where Paul Pogba has played. Go to the French national team and ask anyone about Paul Pogba, and you will always hear the same thing. He's a good guy. He's respectful. He's making everyone smile.
He's a leader. People are like, he's not a leader.
The canteen lady at Carrington was saying that as well. So for people to come out and say all of these things about him, that's why we think it's an agenda.
Massive
That,
agenda.
ladies and gentlemen,
Massive.
that is an agenda against Paul Pogba.
Massive media.
There you go. So yeah, you can make your point. Sorry.
So the only thing that I would pick up on, the only thing for me And everything, I agree with mostly everything you said, 99% of what you said.
Yeah.
But the only thing I've got something to pick with, if you're doing this as Paul Pogba, I would not. So, for example, if you're my agent, I'm ringing you up and saying, you know what? And we've seen it as well because you know Pogba got peed off. His agent is trying to obviously put himself out there, making himself like some publicity stunts and all of that. You know, trying to attract other players from other clubs and whatever. And he's there talking this and that, talking about Man United. A lot of things actually he said we agreed with because he's telling what the truth is about Man United. Man United can't retain players. Man United are not competing for competitions, so the bigger major trophies.
He's telling the truth.
Yeah, he's telling the truth about those things. But I just don't like the guy. I don't like him. He's a snake. I don't like him because he makes money out of footballers. I don't like him. Anyway, but you don't have your brother and your agent going and chatting Macca on your behalf because at the end of the day, if you don't come out, this is where I would suspect Paul Pogba.
So do you want Pogba to come out and say,
listen,
stop it.
Stop that. And the only time when we got a sense of that is when his agent come out and said these things on the radio and then 2 days later released a statement saying, well, if Paul wants to stay, maybe we can work out a new contract. Maybe he can make his future to the club.
So you,
and all of this.
you reckon Paul
Massively. But what I'm saying to you, to begin with, you keep your family out of it. You tell your brother, listen, you're not playing football anymore. Stay out of it. That's not your game. Become an agent. Become whatever you want. Stop using my name to get clout. You know what I mean? Stop clout chasing. Don't do that. Right? That's what I was saying to you. And those of us who understand Paul Pogba, do we think that Paul Pogba doing exactly the same thing as Wayne Rooney did? But most of you who are watching this will not remember. Wayne Rooney was saying, Chelsea are licking up the league. Chelsea won the league twice. United were nowhere close in 3 seasons, challenging for like a trophy. United were up there battling top of the league, but we were not going to win anything. Rooney comes out the eve of a Champions League game. I'm leaving.
I remember that.
I'm going to City. I'm going to City. And you know what? Shook up the whole club. The Glazers, what they do next season? Pull out the money. Man United, what do they do? Boom, go and win trophies, mate.
There you go.
So Paul Pogba, the main issues that we can all understand, Man United are not even a champion. You know how embarrassing that is that a World Cup winner is not playing in the Champions League?
That's crazy.
That's crazy, mate. That's madness. That's madness. So, I agree with that. But people like me who would defend Paul Pogba, because aspect of it is racism, aspect of it is the fact that he's French, because of all the antics that even black English footballers will do, but they won't get it because they play for England. But they're British. They're black.
Danny Drinkwater is headbutting people in training, and nobody's talking about that.
That's what I'm saying to you. But Paul Pogba sneezes. Fuck me. It's like the bombs are gone off. Paul Pogba sneezes in training.
I understand it.
It's just sick. To me, the thing that you have to stop, the only 2 things that Paul Pogba can do, for those of us who try to defend him, if plays football, if he wants to stay, he can stay. But we don't want a media circus.
Do you want to sign a deal?
On the conditions of this, if he's committed to this club, that means his agent's got to shut up, his brother's got to shut up. And listen to me, right? That's what I'm saying to you. Because, and then in next year, when maybe Real Madrid, United are not doing so well, whatever, that kind of bandwagon starts, then he's going to start flirting with Real Madrid. No. What I want Paul Pogba to do is to think, you know what, you can do your Instagram haircuts with. I'm not asked about that. That's that generation. You're that generation. You're not my generation, but you're that generation. I'm not asked about that. Even though I think, Paul Pogba, you're super famous, you just put the trophies down and you can do these antics like Evra does now. Evra's got millions of followers. Evra's got a podcast now, mate. That's what I do. But I'm saying to you,
this podcast,
yo, Straightjacket is too hot for him, man. He ain't loving football here, mate. Ain't no love.
I don't love this game.
No love this game, mate. He ain't no love in this game. But what I'm saying to you about Paul Pogba is that Paul Pogba, if he's gonna sign, and all of that media circus, that we have to understand that as United fans and back him to the hill. But if his brother and his agent are creating this media media agenda, also, then he has to put his head down and do that. But what I'm guessing. There's 2 things that I've been hearing through the grapevine. The one thing is that Man United want at least 130, 140 million for Paul Pogba. Real Madrid are not going to swap that up. Juventus haven't got that money.
Yeah.
Is this his agent thinking, Paul, sign a contract to get more money at United, I'll get a bit more money, and then in a year Real Madrid can come back?
Maybe.
Because that is what some people are saying. Or could it be the fact that now Bruno has come, the club is rejuvenated, Paul Pogba's like, this is what I've been waiting for. This is finally what I've been waiting for. And the other thing is that those of you who are questioning Paul Pogba's injury, like the terms of being injured, you've got to do the research. You've got to stop believing in these Twitter what they call it, when people have got these Twitter channels.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Yeah, all
These trolls.
you gotta stop listening to them, and all these daft journalists try to get some. Paul Pogba's like Man United.
Yeah, he makes money.
All it is that you put a Paul Pogba on, I think people are gonna click all around the world, right? That's what they're gonna do. So stop this clickbait business. Paul Pogba, commit your future to Man United. Shut your brother up or shut your agent up. Then we can play the football, and Man United can be successful.
Job done.
And the idea, some of these muppets are coming out saying, Bruno can't play with Pogba. Are you kidding me?
Mad.
Man.
Good players can
And
play
also
with
saying,
each other.
you know, we've got Bruno now, we don't need Pogba. Listen, man, they're two different competing players.
And then the other aspects of this, we're thinking the money that we were going to use, because this is what I'm saying.
I know.
Those of you who are talking like that are defending Woodward and Glazer. Glazers and the Woodward are in your effing pockets, right? Because you're coming out saying, Man United should go and buy Grealish. Man United should go and buy Sancho. Man United need quality, mate. Not because to use Paul Pogba for money, right? They need quality players, mate.
Yeah,
so
true.
stop this propaganda, Neil effing Ashton propaganda, right?
That's my
And
guy,
everyone,
that's my guy.
Shut your guy up, mate. Bring him here. I'll give him some Corona on too, mate.
Oh, man. Yo, this cough, man. But, yo, we got Sunday, big game. Aaron, man. Massive game.
Could be suspended as well.
No, it's not. Most likely.
Looking at Boris is thinking, like, you know what I mean? It could be behind closed doors, but...
Yo, Boris is telling it, mate. We're British. We're Brexit,
man.
We're not doing what Europe is doing. We've seen Happy Birthday and wash our hands.
Happy
That's
birthday,
it. No
bloody
shutdown.
hell,
No
man.
shutdown, mate.
We don't
Massive
need to
game, man.
close
Massive
the
game.
school.
But you know what, man? I just feel like Jose Mourinho is going to come out with a masterclass.
Nah, bro, I'm telling you, we're gonna
yeah?
slap them, bro. Trust
You
me.
think so?
Yeah, bro.
I said it'll be
confident,
a travesty if we don't slap them, bro.
Guys, trust me.
I'm going to come to you, you know.
I'm telling
Aaron
you
predicted
guys.
the Liverpool were going out as well, you know.
Yeah, I told you,
You know
bro.
what?
I told you about
Simeone.
Liverpool.
Let's talk about Simeone, yeah?
told you-
Simeone, yeah? Respect to the guy's name, yeah?
Yeah, I put
respect to the guy's
I put
name.
respect on his name.
Simeone,
Liverpool.
masterclass, yeah.
Liverpool.
How about
listen,
Simeone,
open
man?
them up.
I
Liverpool's
put respect
chances.
on his name, but I wouldn't want him at United.
Nah, man, listen, I would have him at United, mate.
No,
I would have
no,
him.
no, no,
He's
no.
a winner, yeah?
But yeah,
If you
He's
got
a mad
Simeone,
man.
if you got Simeone,
I want Simeone at
I'm
United
not gonna
as well.
lie to you now.
I would have him.
Forget the straitjacket. We'll have to get him his own little booth. Like he's locked in
mate,
there. Like,
Simeone,
we'll have to lock him up like a
Simeone
dog.
masterclass,
Seriously,
isn't he?
we'll have to get you 4
Respect
by
to the
4.
guy's name, yeah?
We'll have to put you in
Respect
prison.
to the
mate.
guy's name,
Stop
Simeone.
that. Liverpool opened the man up
Listen,
for
man, get
days,
out of
mate.
here,
They just
come
missed
on,
their
man.
chances. That's
Get
what
out
that
of here,
was,
man.
mate. That's the truth.
But
No, but listen, I think, believe me, guys, Spurs are getting turned over by us. Trust me.
lack of injuries. They are absolutely thin to
These guys
the
play-
bones.
They look
Dele Alli's
horrible.
interview, man. That was
They
an
look
honest interview.
horrible. What did he say?
He was like, yo, we're just not good enough for work. You know, he was very, very honest interview.
Yes, bro, Nudin.
He's a hype
They
man as well,
look
you know,
worse.
still.
They look worse.
I was
than
at
us
work in it.
under-
I didn't watch it.
They look worse than us under Jose.
Ooh.
I'm telling you.
No, that's doing. That takes some
They
doing.
look, they look horrible.
That's a team, though. Nagelsmann, what a team.
What team? Yeah, you
You know,
got
I mean, respect to that guy's name, but
What was the score then? 2-0 for 2-0.
2-0.
3-0.
3-0, yeah, 3-0.
Oh,
whitewash.
3-0.
4-0, 4-0.
4-0 aggregate.
4-0 aggregate, yeah, that's it. Shout out to Expressions, by the way. He was losing his head, man.
I was
listen.
watching the game and I was watching his live stream on YouTube at the same time, cracking up.
Absolutely.
Yo, I can only
Oh my
imagine
God.
what. Listen, I can only imagine what it's like.
half time.
He's going to get a grey hair,
half-time,
man.
yeah.
Yo,
Let
Expressions.
me tell you something.
Mourinho's going to give you grey hair,
Your
man.
hairline decline and all that.
Yo, I'm
business, mate.
telling you, man.
Join the club,
Half-time.
mate. Welcome. Welcome to that club,
When
mate.
Mourinho, he had my hair, and then Mourinho finished. no
Mourinho
hair.
loved
At
me,
half
mate.
time, it was 2-0 at half time, yeah, and Expressions was so pissed he went to his drawer and he put on a bulletproof vest. Oh my days, I just couldn't, bro.
Jacket.
I say
Yo,
He
yo,
was like-
Shy Expression waving that white flag, mate. White flag, mate.
telling you.
Surrender.
He
We
put-
surrender.
He put in his bulletproof vest and he was like, "Blood, I'm not holding no more shots, blood. No, you know them way there, fam."
Listen, you
Yo.
know what? That way there, blood. White
not
flag,
confident?
mate.
You're not
Shy
confident?
Expressions.
Nah, I'm not confident. You know
I'm not
why?
confident,
Because
you
you know the
Bro,
skullduggery.
trust me, I'm confident we're gonna beat
Listen,
them. We're gonna
there's
beat them.
skullduggery. There's a skullduggery about that. guy,
Jose
innit?
ain't gonna do
Jose, you know what?
Like you said,
on
he
the
ain't-
way down,
he ain't gonna do
listen,
jack.
Here's the kind of guy Jose is on the way down. As he's about to drop on the floor with Corona, he'll get that knife out and just
Bloody
bleed you
hell.
a little bit there,
Wow,
innit?
man.
That's you know, you watch those like gangster films, innit? When a man's going out like he's dead, he just
Did you see
finds
the guy
that
that
little
was
strength, you get the bullet
He'll-
out.
He'll stab you in the back and he'll go, "I told you, you can never beat me."
Yo, did you see the guy in the
Sounded like
report?
a
The
mafia
report.
boss.
The report was like, if it's gonna be alright, Jose. And he
Yeah,
said,
yeah,
What did you say? What did you say?
Right,
He said,
yeah.
He said it again. If it's gonna be alright. He goes, sorry? If it's gonna be alright, Jose. He was like, I don't know what you say. He knows as well. It's fucked. Like, you know what I mean? They are absolutely.
You're
Yes.
getting trolled, bro.
Listen,
So you're not as confident, you saying?
listen, I'm not, because like I said, I explained to you, he's the kind of guy when they're going down, when as he's about to hit the ground, he'll just put,
You know what?
he'll put one in the kidneys there and just make you bleed out, mate.
Because you know what? They'll put bus after bus.
Yo, the Titanic.
You know what, man?
resurrected,
If
mate.
we've got the phones here, yeah, we'll have the phones here. The bus will be bus on the bus.
Trust me.
It'll be like a parking
Oh,
station.
you know what? He might not. He might just think go on attack. And Man United, we are expecting him to defend.
Yeah.
He might just say, he might just have something on his sleeve.
Yeah.
And that's what I said on last week's European podcast. I was like, maybe he can do something. But then I heard as the
Nah,
game
I
was
had no
going on,
chance.
I heard the text messages were coming through, and I was hearing, yo, Tottenham are taking a hell of a football class here, mate. They're getting a lesson, mate. Lesson how to play football. Nango's man special.
Bergwijn out, Harry Kane out,
Son.
Son.
That's 3 players. How many players have we had? We've had Rashford out. We've had Pogba out.
So is he
most of the
moaning then?
season.
Is he moaning?
He is, man.
I think no,
Kidding
come on,
me?
man. Harry
Proper
Kane,
moaning,
your
yeah.
best striker. man.
Yo, we've had no striker, mate. You were moaning. We had no striker on Rashford or from mate outside Newcastle. You were losing the plot, mate.
That's the club, man.
Yeah,
You were
proper lost
losing
it,
the
man.
plot.
Yeah.
So let's not start our expressions. This man feels your pain.
I'm feeling pain,
You know
man.
what I mean? That's how he's waving his white flag.
You think it's been a lucky
We-
one, Mourinho?
Listen, it might have been lucky, but like I said to you, I'm not confident about it. I'm just thinking we'll see what happens on Sunday. I'm not.
Aston Villa go through Chelsea. Chelsea go to Aston Villa. We go to Tottenham. It's a must-win game,
Must
man.
win, bro.
Another must-win game.
Must
We've got
win.
Sheffield United coming after that.
That's
At home. That's another tough game.
Yeah.
You know
to
what I mean?
me,
So,
to me, let's see where we are in it. Let's see what this form takes us. Let's
and
see what
we
this
are
form-
confident. We're in form right now. There's no reason not to go there and say, you know what?
Well, that's what I'm saying to you. He was talking about top teams. Tottenham are not playing like
But you
top
know what,
team
though?
now. They're
They're
playing like a team that
But can we break them
stable
down?
team.
Can we break them down? That's
They
going to
play
be
like a relegation team.
Because-
All I'm saying that Man United have to score first.
Everton, we couldn't break them down.
Yeah.
We have a knack of not breaking down.
Man
teams.
United have to score first. For United to smash Tottenham, Man United have to win to score.
Simple as that.
To me, we have to score first.
But Tottenham are they're so bad that we are going to score first.
Yeah.
I'm telling
No,
you.
I don't know, Aaron.
I'm telling
Aaron's
you.
done the scouting mission, mate.
Bro, they look horrible. They look the only player that I rate from their team and that kind of looks good or looks like he can make something happen is Lo Celso.
And Lucas,
Celso.
to be fair, Lucas.
Lucas, yeah.
Lucas was a
The Celtics a baller.
Lo
a
Celso
baller.
is an absolute baller.
It'll be like let's not so against Bruno. Let's see what happens, innit?
Well, yeah.
Oh, Bruno wins that all day, bro.
Well, let's see what happens.
So how do we get there then? What's your formation?
So we go back to the 3-5-2, bro, because that seems to be the formation that works out, bro.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Is that where they play as well, or is he playing them back four now?
And well, he plays the back four normally, but for that game against Leipzig, he played the back three.
That's why he plays the back three and we can match them. Because if you
I
have
think
to
back
match
five
them-
for me, back five. For me, I would go with back five again.
Other two
They
up
play
front.
two up top. Gallo, James and Martial. Even though I want a Gallo start, I think we can hit them on the counter. I think James will be better on the counter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So what are you going for?
To be fair, they're going to sit back as well, so I prefer maybe Greenwood.
Have
to
they been
start.
sitting back in the meetings?
Yes.
Yeah,
I thought
especially-
they've been going more attacking apparently.
No, I mean, yo,
you not seen that
especially
game?
Burnley, man.
The cup game against Norwich. That was horrible.
Horrible. The one Burnley as well. They weren't
To be
really
fair, they had
hard.
chances against Burnley though. They opened Burnley up.
Yeah,
Sorry,
they
Norwich
did.
up. They just couldn't finish.
How would you go?
You know what? I think this formation is for big teams, so this works, and especially might work better. Actually, works from better away from home.
Yeah.
But to me, I'm not. Regardless, whatever formation is Said, regardless who's starting, the first goal is crucial in this
Of course.
game.
True.
If Man United get this goal in the first crucial goal, you know what we can do with Tottenham.
We can open them up.
We can open them up on the counter and at will, right? It's about if they score that first goal, it could be a battle for us to
Do you
get
know
back
what?
into
It
the
could be
game.
because
all
they
day.
sit back. The
That's what I'm
crowd.
saying to you.
It's going to be a cup final.
He'll
for them,
put the
you know.
Titanic there, mate. He'll resurrect the Titanic.
The fans have demanded a performance
Yeah.
after 6 games. I think they're not got to win in 6 or something like that.
I don't know, but they haven't won in a long time.
You know what I mean? The fans are expecting something. You know what I mean? They're going to be very, very.
But that's the thing about it. It's weird because we're in this position where they've not been in this position for a long time. Everybody expected us to go there and smack them. And you know what? Before, if this game, 2-3 months ago, you would have said Tottenham are favourite all day, every day.
You would have thought.
That's what I'm saying to you. So we'll have to see. But
Well-
to me, it's not about formation. It's about can Man United continue their good run? Can Man United have the same
Well, this shows where United are.
to me, where Man United are, it is a tough game because it is a top 6.
But if we
top
were to
5
get a result from there,
yeah, could
would it
be.
show?
The confidence will be high. Sky high. Will be high. So we'll be
But would it
because
show
then
that-
it'll show that we've beaten Tottenham twice. You know what I mean? We've beaten Tottenham twice. We've beat Man City twice in the league. You know what I mean? So the double is on, but let's see if United can do it. But if you're not, to me, United have to score first. That's why I always say I've still got bottle job FC tendencies.
You know what?
It's hard for me to wipe that from my
Everything
mind.
shows it, man. We played the
It's
game
hard.
first half. But if we played the game first half, yeah, like the way we did against Everton, we could win this easy. But
need to
second
score
half,
first.
that's what I mean. Second half for me.
We have to cut out errors. David, no errors. No
David,
errors.
yeah, true.
No errors, David.
He's got to pick the right line up. He's got to pick, you know what I mean? What personnel are you going for then?
I think obviously Juan Bissaka come back. I think Luke Shaw. I think Brandon Williams, because I think we need to try to get goals in this game. We can't sit back and think Tottenham are going to hit us.
Nah.
We've got to get goals because
They're going to get goals from set pieces.
yeah. So
set
we,
piece
listen,
FC.
we're
pieces,
gonna
they're dangerous,
listen. We're gonna have to go out there and get goals. So Man United, whatever formation we play, we have to take our chances. When the chances are right,
Yeah.
we have to take our chances. Because Jose will know majority of things, information to know about these players. Of
course.
These players know Jose, okay?
Yep.
Man United have to go there and get gunslinging, mate. And I might even think, me personally, if to me I don't mind whether we play 5 at the back
Yeah.
or we play the 4-3-3. If we play the 4-3-3, Greenwood has to start 100% on the right
Greenwood.
side.
Oh,
Greenwood,
yeah.
James one side, Martial in the middle, Greenwood on that side. Because we need a gunslingers on the pitch, mate. We need that goal.
And also because their defenders they're rough in it. Tottenham defenders like
Yeah.
Davidson Sanchez, Vertonghen, Alderweireld, Tanganga, they're all like very physical
yeah,
guys.
of
you know what I
course.
mean, if James plays there, they're gonna break the kid. They're gonna snap his leg in half. That's it.
So would you think
I
that
mean,
McTominay might play in all three? Maybe a diamond again, I don't know, maybe.
I think-
Just to get the height.
No, I don't think the diamond because the second half of
no, it's
Tottenham is
not
Tottenham.
gonna be. It's not gonna be a diamond.
Because Fred was playing on the left hand side, that's not Fred, mate.
No, it's
Fred's
a big
in the
pitch
middle.
as well, it's a big
It's in the middle, but tonight we can say, what can we say? Matic rested. Tonight, who was rested? Martial rested.
Martial.
You know who
To
else?
be fair,
You
Martial
know,
was injured.
Wan-Bissaka.
Wan-Bissaka. So
Lindelof,
yeah, a bit
yeah.
of freshness hopefully coming back.
Yeah.
So we could look good, but Man United have to score first. 4-3-3, we could go there and do that, or the 5, right? Or
Five,
you know,
yeah.
we can do the 5.
We need to be adaptable.
We need
and
to
that's
be
what I like
adaptable,
now.
and
We need to be
that's what Ole.
adaptable.
To be fair to Ole, that's what he's done. He's made Man United a bit more adaptable.
All right, then, you know, we have to get you
so we'll say what happens. We'll see what happens. But I'm saying to you, I'm not
Bottle
as
drop
confident.
tendencies.
I'm not.
As Aaron, yeah. I'm not as well.
I cannot wipe that
Guys,
bottle drop
Trust
tendencies.
me. We're going.
And do you know
to
with this Premier League season, yeah, you just never know what's happening, do you?
There you go.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But, no, really, your prediction?
You know what? We didn't beat them in their ground, innit?
I think
We
so,
beat
yeah.
them at
1-1,
Wembley
yeah.
last time, innit?
Yeah.
I think
Take
a
the 1-1.
1-1.
I'll take the 1. Man United. But it could be a drop, but Man United have to score. Man United score first, we win 2-1.
I think United will score first, but I think Tottenham will come back, and I think Tottenham will sit back, get the result, get the 1-1, morale boosted 1-1.
And
And you know what they're like, innit?
It's gonna be. I'm saying it's gonna be.
They've had 2 days rest, remember. They're planning. They've had
Still,
long enough to
we're
do
still
it.
gonna be better. We're still gonna 2-0 United.
2-0.
Wow.
We're not gonna
confident.
concede. We're
Listen,
not,
I wish I had this confidence, but
we're not gonna concede.
I'm going to go for a 1-1. But
He might do what you said, Said. Try to do to us what we do to the other team.
Yeah.
Counter attack us. Sit back, park the Titanic,
Lucas up front.
and that's it. Run at us. And Lucas has got prior. He scored goals against you.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see.
But that's been your podcast 56, sponsored by the One for That. Link will be in the description below. Make sure you go check it out. And yeah, man, podcast will be available Spotify, Apple Music, all of that, you get me. And also, guys, just a quick reminder, the Football
Content Awards.
Content Awards tonight, well, it will be available when you see this. So make sure you go and support me and Mr. Aaron.
A straight jacket.
Straightjacket podcast.
Come on.
Best podcast. Best whatever. What else is there?
You got best Premier League podcast. You
Best
got
Premier League.
best international.
Best international podcast.
We've got the best podcast.
Best international, European, and obviously we got the best podcast as well. Each of their own. But make sure you guys vote for me, guys. Vote for Aaron. Vote for this Straightjacket podcast, and let's just show love, man. Respect to all you guys watching every week. Every man of you supporting the channel,
Yes.
wherever you are in the world. You get me.
Wash
Yeah,
your
but wash your hands.
people, wash your hands.
Before you watch the video.
Wash
Oh,
your
when you
hands.
finish the video.
Before you go to bed, wash your hands.
Wash your hands.
Oh my God.
That's all we've been told
Wash
right
your
now.
hands.
And happy birthday, and you know,
Yeah, I know all of that.
in the France, I'm say.
Let's keep the
happy
elderly.
birthday.
Let's keep the most
Bon
vulnerable people.
anniversaire.
Bon anniversaire, you know, in German.
Glückwunsch.
Glückwunsch.
Yes.
In Dutch.
Gefeliciteerd.
Let me say. And in Scouse.
happy birthday.
But guys, shout out to you, man.
Listen, we've got to do why we will have to stay ahead of the hygiene, especially washing the hands.
Yeah.
Especially not coughing near people. It's because we do not want the most vulnerable in our society.
Of course.
The government ain't doing jack. Boris ain't doing jack.
I wants to kill us all, man.
It's up to us.
Tell you, man.
To do it.
The Nuruddin propaganda now, you get me?
They're not propaganda.
Listen, Nuruddin
I
propaganda.
tell you the truth, mate. Jump on the wagon, lad.
Tell you, man.
I've been here from day one anyway. Just those most vulnerable, we need to look after them. And we need to make sure look after them.
And also make sure you don't take anything out of shots, man. The people need it more. The socials.
That guy, Red Devil, for all your anti-coronavirus and all your therapeutic needs. You know where I
Aaron,
am.
man.
Mr. Aaron UTD everywhere.
Respect, man. Go check him out. We're going to be a European podcast. You know what the
Lots to
topics are
talk
going to be about. Lots to talk about. Probably the best podcast, European podcast.
Brexit FC, mate. Corona FC, mate.
But guys, like the video and subscribe, please, guys. If you're watching this and you're new, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and yeah, man. Respect to you guys. Solidarity.
Peace.
Corona or whatnot. You know what I mean? We will be here and we will come again. Hopefully. But guys, like the video, subscribe to the Essential, and we'll see you for Tottenham game. Boom!
Boom! Come on, you like.